Listen, man, we can finally use Zacian in Battle Stadium singles, and just like back in Sword and Shield, Zacian's dominance is picking back up where it left off. With Zacian having an insane speed stat of 148, it outspeeds huge threats in the meta like Miraidon and Xin Pao. But what's even more impressive is Zacian's attack stat of 150, and if you pair that with its signature ability Intrepid Sword, it's an automatic +1 boost in attack as well. So if you can pull off the move Swords Dance to boost to +3, unless you run into unaware Pokemon like Skeledirge or Dondozo, nothing is living a hit from Zacian. We have his signature move Behemoth Blade for Pokemon like Garganacl and Fluttermane, Play Rough for Pokemon like Koraidon and Dragonite, and Sacred Sword to avoid those defensive stat boosts and hit hard. Slap on Terra Ground to avoid those Electro Drifts from Miraidon or those Thunder Waves that could stop Zacian in its tracks. But let me know your thoughts. Is Zacian the strongest Pokemon in Regulation G? Here's going to be the team that we use in today's video, and as always, there's going to be a rental code at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Don't forget to leave a like on today's video. Let's see if we can get this video to 50 likes. Be sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content from myself. Listen, man, we're only 300 away from 5,000 subscribers, and I promise you won't regret it. And last but not least, let me know your guys' answers for the question today in the comments below, or a Pokemon you want to see us use. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and let's jump into these battles. All right, as you guys can see on your screen, today we have 8 wins, 2 losses. We're using the Sword Doggo, aka Zacian team. Hopefully we can get it to work. Let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, okay. This is gonna be pretty wild. So today we're taking on a Koraidon team. They have the Sun Core with Fluttermane as well as Koraidon. That's going to be interesting. They have Archaladon. I don't know what Archaladon really does in this matchup. Maybe like a defensive body press set, but they do have Xin Pao. They do have Alamalola, and then they have the Shadow Tag Gothitelle. Today we're going to be using Doggo, aka Sif. Nice Dark Souls reference. But we have Sif, the Zacian. We have Pothead, the Tinglu. We have Fivehead, the Gouging Fire. We have Don Bozo. Interesting set. Have Fissure on it, Assault Vested. We do have Diego, who's going to be our Xin Pao, and then we have Jonagold, the also interesting set of Hydrapple. So, leads for my opponent, I do think they go... I'm not going to lie, something's either telling me they're going to go Flutter or they're going to go with Koraidon. I think personally they lead Koraidon. So with that in mind, I'm going to go Tinglu. And the reason why I want to go Tinglu is because the special attack is going to get down. If we can just start setting up rocks and stuff, and actually, you know what? I'm going to refrain. I'm actually going to lead off with Xin Pao. I like the Xin Pao just because it takes on either the Fluttermane and as well as the Koraidon. I do want to have Sif in the back. And then last but not least, let's go with Fivehead. I like Fivehead just for the setup. And the reason why is because I can take on pretty much everything with like Scale Shot and everything. I do think it's going to be possibly a Terra Fire Flare Blitz set on the Koraidon, possibly, or maybe Flame Charge. One of the two, I think. But listen, man, I have confidence in this team. Again, really weird sets on Dondozo and a really weird set on the Hydrapple. Basically, we have Fissure on the Dondozo, and the reason why I believe in that is just because he should be super bulky, and hopefully we can get it to work. But either way, we're gonna knock the defense down on this thing. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to Icicle Crash off the rip. I think it's gonna do a lot of damage, and then on top of that, we're gonna be Focus Sashed, and we possibly should outspeed this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go for an Icicle Crash. If they Terra Fire, perfect. Either way, that's fine with me. They're gonna swap out of the Koraidon. Are they gonna go in that Fluttermane? They're gonna go Archaladon. Okay, that's actually not bad for us because this should do a decent amount of damage. Perfect. And the best part is we can still Sacred Sword all day. Sacred Sword is not a thing we're gonna change. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna do the Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword, luckily with no it doesn't care about the stat boost and everything, and we should be sitting okay. So we do get the Sacred Sword off, perfect. That's gonna do a clean load of damage. They are gonna get the stamina off. Even if they get the, what's it called, like the body press off here, it's not gonna matter to me, but they do, or they are Citrus Berry, so that's at least good to know. They're gonna Iron Head here. Okay, so that's actually fine. It's gonna bring us close to our Sash, but the good thing is we still outspeed the, Koraidon. I'm sorry, I lost a train of thought right there. Yeah, we still outspeed the Koraidon. This thing shouldn't have priority. The only way it's going to really outspeed us is if it goes into the Fluttermane. If it goes Fluttermane, we're going to have some trouble. But I'm willing to... I'm willing to bank a Sacred Sword. They possibly... Yeah, they're going to switch. here's where we're really gonna see all of their team, which then if it is the Flutter here, which is gonna be the Koraidon, okay, that's perfectly fine with me because it's kind of telling me that they don't have Flutter, but either way, we get a big Sacred Sword off. That's gonna do so much damage on a crit. Oh my God, that's huge. Okay, here's where I'm kind of terrified to go for an Icicle Crash. I'm gonna keep it a $150. I'm terrified to go for an Icicle Crash because if they Terra Fire here, it's not gonna be great. On the off chance as well, though, I don't know if the switch in from our Chaladon was it, but I'm gonna go for the Icicle Crash. I'm fairly confident they are gonna U-turn. They outsped. Am I adamant on this guy by chance? Either way, we should also be able to tell if what their last Pokemon is. Okay, so we are adamant, so that's why he outsped. So it's going to be a 252 Jolly set on that Koraidon. So they're going to go into the Archaladon. That is A-okay with me because I can go right into Zacian now. I can literally go right into Zacian and perfectly be fine. Now, I don't see this thing having really anything for us. If they want to go for the Iron Head, cool. But I'll be honest, I outspeed pretty much everything, and I could just straight up Terra if I wanted to. But I also could Swords Dance. Swords Dance here actually wouldn't be a bad play either, because I don't think this thing would have anything to one-shot us. I'm going to Swords Dance on the prediction of them switching out. And if they stay in, whatever. I don't think they have anything that can one-shot us. They are going to stay in, which is perfectly fine with me. Unless they have Flutter for the Sun, they're going to T-Wave. Wow, that's a great play. We should have really terrestrialized right there. But I'm fairly confident that we could probably go into Gouging Fire. I'm fairly confident we can go into Gouging Fire. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to straight up Sacred Sword. Ooh, I don't like the Koraidon though, actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. We do get the Sacred Sword off. That is going to take our Chaladon. Great play with Thunder Wave. Really great play with Thunder Wave. Not going to cap. But I do want to save the Terra for my... I do want to save the Terra for my Gouging Fire. And the reason being is because I want to save it on the off chance that they go for like a close combat or a collision course with this guy. So I got a feeling that they're gonna go for the fairy type move. I do have a fairy type prediction. But on the off chance, I'm still gonna play rough here. Yeah, they're gonna Flare Blitz. That's perfectly fine with me. I did want to save the Terra. I 100% wanted to save the Terra because now we can go for Scale Shot with 5-Head, aka the Gouging Fire. And as long as we can outspeed, we'll be A-okay. We'll be absolutely A-okay. It's just Flutter Mane's a little scary though. Flutter Mane is definitely a little scary. But I am going to Terra Fairy here. And do I go for a Dragon Dance actually? I mean, I want a Dragon Dance. It's just like, I don't know if I can outspeed. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Dragon Dance. I think I kind of have. Yes, there we go. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Go into Flutter. Go into the Flutter. Yep, there's Flutter. Okay, so unfortunately for me is I can take another attack, right? It's just this thing probably could be sashed. This thing could possibly be sashed. That's my only terrifying thing. Hopefully Gouging Fire can get it done, man. That Thunder Wave play was so good. I felt like if we were at least go for the Terra with the Terra Ground, it would have been so nice. So got to definitely keep that in mind if I see our Chaladon on these kind of teams. But we are going to get a speed raise here. I think I'm going to go for a Heat Crash here. Obviously, we're going to get outsped, and that's perfectly fine with me. But the good thing is at least is we can utilize the Sun with the Heat Crash. And I don't want to go for the Earthquake just because I don't know. I think this thing is going to be Focus Sashed. But if it's not Focus Sashed, that's perfectly fine with me. As long as we can get some damage off, I'm cool. Ooh, they're going to Terrastalize. They're probably going to be Terra Fairy for extra stab. That's what I think, personally. That's 100% what I think. Yep, or Terra Fairy for the stab. That's fine. The question is, are you going to be Focus Sash? I should have went for the double. Well, I guess I really shouldn't have went for the double. They are going to go for that Moonblast here. We don't necessarily resist it. Whoa! That's specs damage. That's specs damage. So unfortunately, we are coming in on an L, which does kind of stink. No cap. So we take our first L. Man, it's just that little misplay, brother. That little misplay on the Terra we should have 100% did. We should have 100% went for the Terra, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and jump into game 2. Okay, so another Koraidon team, which is absolutely fine. The thing is, I do notice a lot of weak Pokemon here. One thing I do notice is going to be the Leafeon and the Koraidon. That's going to be kind of a scary little team right there. However, a lot of Pokemon we could bring here. So if I'm looking at their team, I definitely see Leafeon and Koraidon kind of being a duo coming to this match. And then again, I do also see possibly Ogerpon. Ogerpon might be a play just because, like, for example, like Ting-Lu, Gouging Fire, the Dondozo, it kind of works. The only thing that does kind of block or negate it is going to be what's going to negate it is going to be the Hydrapple. So, looking at the team, I kind of want to lead off with, let's see. I mean, I kind of want to just straight up go Sif because Sif can pretty much outspeed everything and we can get some big damage off on some stuff. I do want to have Gouging Fire in the back. And then I think last, I'm going to try the Hydrapple. I don't know if Hydrapple is a play. The reason why I'm not bringing Ting-Lu is just because they have an Espeon possibly. And I really don't want to try to stack like hazards in case if like Magic Bounce is a thing. Because obviously it probably is. But that's a good counter for like Ting-Lu's. But Ting-Lu, other than like Magic Bounce and everything, is if you can get those hazards up, it's a really good, like, not a lot of switching. But they are going to lead off with the Ogerpon first. Okay. So, solid part for us is we can get off a Swords Dance. And then we can pretty much take this thing out, because unless it's Sash, which it's not going to be Sash most of the time, because it's usually like, well, actually it has to be holding the mask for it. So that's good to know at least. So this is where we could get a huge Swords Dance off, because I don't think they can one-shot with anything. So I am going to Swords Dance. They are going to stay in though. What are we planning here, mister? They're going to go for that Ivy Cudgel. This shouldn't take us out. It is going to do about half though. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to straight up just play rough here. Hopefully we don't miss. We do land it, and that is going to take out Ogerpon. My boy, Zacian, going crazy. And the good thing is here is we outspeed the Koraidon. What is the ability of Leafeon? Is it Chlorophyll? This is going to be Chin Pao. Okay. Chin Pao is a little bit of a nuisance. Not going to cap with you. Actually, this thing's a big nuisance. I think what I kind of have to do here is I do unfortunately think I have to sack off Zacian here. And the reason why is because then I can bring in my Gouging Fire and Terra Fairy. So I'm going to Behemoth Blade. This thing's probably going to be sashed. They do go for the Sucker Punch, and that doesn't take us out, luckily. Are you sashed? Actually, no, it's not even sashed. I don't know what kind of Chin Pao that was, but, you know, I will take Zacian coming in on the clean sweep. I was kind of expecting sash, but what I was going to do was I was going to swap out Zacian. Oh, my God, this is the easiest. This is the easiest, brother. I'm at +3 already, too. Oh, brother, you're about to get smacked by a play. Actually, I kind of want to go Behemoth Bash, or Behemoth Blade, no cap. But I am going to go for the play rough here. But what I was going to say is the play I was going to make was I was going to go for the Behemoth Blade, knock it down to its sash, go into the Gouging Fire, expecting the Sucker Punch, and then just straight up go for Scale Shot and then be able to outspeed everything. So we do get the play rough off. That's going to do half damage at +3 to a resist. Oh, Flame Charge. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Ooh. Koraidon might be my kryptonite right now. Koraidon might be the kryptonite. But I am going to go into Gouging Fire. And the reason why I want to go into Gouging Fire is because I could, right now, realistically... Oh, I might have to actually go for a Scale Shot. Actually, you know what? Let's Terra Fairy here. Play it safe. Go for Earthquake. Play it safe. Go for Earthquake. We're going to Terra here. I don't see him going for a Flame Charge. I see him possibly going for a Collision Course or a Dragon type move. Either way, those two are going to get negated. If he goes for Earthquake, I don't think it takes us out because he only has a Speed Raise. So I think we should be able to secure this bag. Goes for a Collision Course. Perfect. We're easily going to resist that. That is a resisted hit. Nothing. That's not touching us. Yeah, easily. Look at that there. We get the Earthquake off. That's going to be +1 Earthquake, and that should take out Koraidon, and that's going to be a game win for right there. So, huge Zacian W for us. Perfectly made. We're back. You know, we're kind of getting a little bit better with this team. I just honestly think... I'm still thinking about that last game, bro. I'm still thinking about the Thunder Wave on that last game, but that was a really fast one, brother. That was like not even 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, which is fine with me. We got 2 more battles. Hopefully we can go 3-1 on the day. One of these days, we're going to go perfect. We're going to go 4-0 perfect, but let's go ahead and jump into game 3. Ooh, okay, so we're taking on Mike. And Mike has a Zacian team. That is a little scary, right? Only question is here is I don't know what they do, but they do have Galarian Slowking, Dragonite, Lucario, Metagross, Zacian, and Quaquaval. So, Quaquaval? Quaquaval? I don't know. I like Quaquaval. But, okay. So, this is a good matchup where getting up Stealth Rocks and getting up Spikes could potentially be huge because he doesn't have anything that really takes us on besides the Zacian. So I'm going to lead off with Pothead, and the reason why is Whirlwind's going to be super huge. So I do like Pothead in this matchup. Something in the back of my head is, yo, bring Dondozo, because Dondozo, just in case if it's going to be an extreme speed set, we can at least take that thing on. However... I would like to bring 5-Head, but 5-Head kind of just gets demolished. You know what? Let's go with the 2 bulky boys, and then let's just bring some power in the back. I like it. I completely like it. It may not be right. It may not be the correct decision, but my goal in these like 4 battles is to kind of try to feature all 4 Pokemon, but as well bringing the Pokemon like the main, you know, meat and bones of the team, which is going to usually be like the restricted Reg G Pokemon. So they're going to lead off with Quaquaval. That's a perfectly fine pick with me. Maybe not, actually, though. Maybe not. I'll tell you what, here, actually, Dondozo might be the move. Dondozo might possibly be the move. I would like to get some Stealth Rocks up, though. I would like to get some Stealth Rocks. Actually, you know what? I'm going to Whirlwind here. I'm going to Whirlwind. They are going to Aqua Step. That's going to be fine. They're going to get a Speed Raise off of that. It's going to do a good amount of damage. But the best part is we can get the stat boost out of here. Maybe they go into hopefully like Metagross or something. That would be really cool. But at least we can see what other Pokemon they have to scout. And then if it's Dragonite, again, Stealth Rocks. You know, Stealth Rocks, Whirlwind again. So Lucario, that is absolutely perfect with me. This is going to be a good Pokemon to where we can get a nice Stealth Rock up. A very nice Stealth Rock up. Because, again, we're defensive as well as Whirlwind. So I kind of like where Ting Lu's head is right now. They are going to go for that Ice Punch. Ice Punch is going to do a little bit of nothing. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew that a freeze was going to come through. I knew a freeze was going to come through, and I just didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it, but I got to keep going for these. I got to keep going for it. The good thing is at least we have Unawaremon for the setup. That's good. So they have Lucario. They have Quaquaval. I imagine they have Zacian in the back. The only thing is Zacian's going to be kind of an issue. So they are going to go Aura Sphere. Are they a mixed Lucario? We do pop our Citrus, which is going to be nice. We do pop the Citrus. That's at least nice. We are unfortunately frozen solid still, which is very unfortunate. Can we at least get the Stealth Rocks up? Well, actually, our Stealth Rock's going to be useful. Our Stealth Rock's useful. And also, is Poison useful as well? let's go for the stealth rocks. Let's see if we can get these stealth rocks up. Of course, why would it not have, why would it not? Why? Oh my gosh, we're frozen solid again, brother. My luck lately has just not been there, brother. My luck has not been there. I think he's gonna go for the Aura Sphere, gonna go for the kill. Yep, there's gonna be the Aura Sphere, and that, unfortunately, Ting Lu literally did nothing but get a very threatening Quaquaval out of there. But the time is now we can go into Zacian. Zacian can do a lot here. Zacian can do a lot. And on top of that, in the back, we do have Dondozo, who is pretty bulky. So what I want to do here now is I could Swords Dance, but I'm going to go for the Sacred Sword. They do have Bullet Punch. How much is that going to do? That did a good little chunk, but we do get the Sacred Sword off. That's going to take out Lucario. Absolutely fine with me. Absolutely fine. Only issue could lie underneath is they could have their own Zacian and outspeed. That's my only other issue. But if they have Quaquaval, not the biggest issue. There's going to be Quaquaval. Okay. Well, the good thing is we should be able to outspeed Quaquaval, and I'm going to go for a play rough because it's going to be super effective. My only beef is do they terrastalize? And on top of that, can we take this thing out? We get the play rough off. Perfect. That's going to take out Quaquaval. Look, I'm telling you, bro, Zacian is a threat. Now, obviously, this team is a little bit different, but the best part about it is if they have Zacian in the back, which their Zacian's going to be, we do have unaware Donbozo in the back just for safety precautions. So I'm going to Terra Ground here, though. Actually, what Terra do I have on my Donbozo? I have Terra Grass. Terra Grass isn't really helping me out in a sense, but I am going to go for a Behemoth Blade here. I should possibly be able to outspeed. I am Jolly Zacian. So I think it's either going to be a speed tie or I'm going to outspeed, but I'll take the Terra Ground just to kind of resist a couple of things, or at least take neutral, which I was already taking neutral from everything anyways, but they're actually going to terrasalize themselves. Ooh. Well, this is actually good though for us, because if it's Terra Ground itself, we have Dondozo. Terra Fairy. Okay. Actually, that's perfect for me. Please, Zacian outspeed, because I went for Behemoth Bash. Please, please, please. Oh, baby. Look at that go. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. So easy. So free, bro. Look at that. Literally, we didn't even need, like, obviously he got the freeze on Ting Lu, but we didn't even need it. We didn't even need it. Zacian's just that good, bro. I'm telling you, these matches are going really fast because we're only at 23 minutes, man. We might be able to get 5 in. No caps. So that's 2 down. We're 2-1 right now on today's video. I think we can go 3-1 at least. But let's go ahead and jump into the next game featuring this sweet Zacian team. Ooh, okay. We're taking on Chris. Chris has a sweet team. Has the dynamic duo of Miraidon and the Iron Bundle. I will say here though, right, is this is a game where my Zacian goes crazy. It goes absolutely nuts. The only underlying issue is the Glamora could be kind of not great. The Glamora could be definitely not great. I don't have a lot of, I have one special attacker on this team. Because there's 2 of them that are a little bit more passive, like Donbozo and Pothead. Here I'm gonna go straight up and lead with Pothead. Do I lead with Pothead actually? Yeah, I'm gonna lead with Pothead. I'm gonna bring my Zacian in the back, and then I do like Diego, aka the Chin Pao, in the back. Now the thing is it's either gonna be Sash Glamora or Sash Chin Pao. Either way, I think it's gonna be Sash Glamora. So I like the Chin Pao play. Let's see how it plays out. I haven't brought Chin Pao yet today. Have not brought Chin Pao yet. I think this is gonna be the game. I think this is gonna be the game where we get it to work. Hopefully it works. I'm looking forward. Listen. The best part is Qin Pao should be able to outspeed the Miraidon. They're gonna lead off with Iron Bundle. Not ideal for us. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a little bit not great for us, but we should be able to at least get some Stealth Rocks up. That's number one. And with the Stealth Rocks, I can at least break sashes. That's what I care about with Ting Lu, is just breaking sashes. He does go for the Hydro Pump. Its special attack is weakened. We live on 8, baby. We live on 8. Whoo, okay. That's great. That's actually fantastic. I love that. I absolutely love that. So Stealth Rocks are up, which is going to be nice. My only thing is I didn't see a booster or anything on there, so it could possibly be Scarfed. I doubt it's Scarf, maybe Specs. But let's go for a Whirlwind on the off chance it misses. That'd be kind of cool. Goes for the Hydro Pump. That looks like Specs damage in my honest opinion. That looks like Specs damage. I doubt this thing is Focus Sashed. But hey, Ting Lu did what Ting Lu needed to do. Now we can bring in Zacian. And Zacian's going to be nice because, we can get a big Sacred Sword off. We can get a big Behemoth Blade off now that I'm kind of looking at it. So you know what? Let's get the Behemoth Blade off. We should be able to outspeed. We do outspeed. Perfect. Are you sashed? If you're sashed, my friend, that's weird. Okay, that was a crit. I don't think that crit mattered at all. But at least if he does have Qin Pao or the Glamora in the back, at least we can break the sash on it. And with Glamora, no cap, I'm probably Ursaluna. Okay. This is where it does get a little scary for me. It definitely gets a little scary for me. But what I want to do is I'm terrified of Vacuum Wave. Because I was going to go into Qin Pao, but I'm terrified of Vacuum Wave if it goes for Blood Moon, knocks me out of my sash. And then it does go for the... if it does go for the Blood Moon. So here, I'm going to Terra Ground on the off chance they go for Earth Power. And I'm going to Swords Dance. And the reason why is because Blood Moon's not going to be super effective. It's actually going to be resist the normal attack. So I don't think they're going to go for a Blood Moon. I think they're going to go for the Earth Power. And the best part is that they have Miraidon in the back. We can resist the Electro Drift as well. So we do get the Swords Dance off. Perfect. Question is, what does this thing go for? What does this thing go for? Earth Power. There it is. I called that, baby. Oh, we absolutely called that. And the best part is now we don't go down to a... What's it called? We can easily hit this thing with a Sacred Sword, unless it's Terra Ghost, which it's not. And we take out Ursaluna. Perfect. Now we don't take Electro Drifts from the Miraidon, which is absolutely nice. We're at +2. Just barring we don't miss a Play Rough. Just don't miss a Play Rough. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Just don't miss a Play Rough. And looking from this, it does look like it's going to be a Terra Electric. I think it's going to be like my set, if you guys did check the video. Whoa. Electric Seed? Wow, Electric Seed. Okay, so it's going to get a plus boost. I am going to go for that Play Rough, though. I am going to go for the Play Rough. They are going to Terrastalize. Are you going to be Terra Electric? Are you going to be Terra Electric? That's my question. Terra Water. Wow. Okay. That's a little wild. That is actually really wild. But we do land the Play Rough. Perfect. Wow. That's insane, might I add, actually. That's actually insane. And the reason why that's insane is because I did not expect Terra Water, Terra Blast, Electric Seed. That Electric Seed actually saved him a little bit. But I'm surprised it lived because that was a +2, technically +2, Play Rough. Wow, okay. But I guess it was like kind of stab still, but not really. But either way, we have Qin Pao in the back. We are going to be Focus Sash. All I have to do is I just have to hit Sucker Punch. That's all I have to do. I just have to hit Sucker Punch. Unless they have some move in the back where they can't, then that's fine. But we do get the Sucker Punch off. Perfect. That's going to take out Miraidon. And there we go. Perfect. Perfect last game. Easy we go. 3-1 on the video. Absolutely love it. That was super fun. But that's going to be today's video. If you guys do want to use a team, there'll be a rental code at the end of the video. If you did miss the last video featuring our Maridon team, his set was a little bit weirder than ours. But if you guys do want to watch the Maridon video, that'll be right here. As well as if you want to see any other videos from the playlist, that'll be right here. But with that being said, here's going to be the rental code right here. Here is going to be the rental code for the team we used in today's Wi-Fi battle. The Pokepaste will be in the description as well. Don't forget to leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more Pokemon battles, and let me know in the comments of some Pokemon you want to see us build a team around. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and start working on the next set of Wi-Fi battles. So please have yourselves a great morning, night, evening, day, wherever you're at, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.